In fact, we have already created the country's largest technology incubator in our city, in Hyderabad. It's called T-Hub. We've associated ourselves with IIIT Hyderabad. The director, Mr. P.J. Narayanan, is here. Wonderful institute. It has come out with some outstanding research work and really some outstanding students as well. IIIT Hyderabad, with institutes like Nalsar, which is again one of the best law schools in the country, and with Indian School of Business, the ISB, we have created, we've entered into an MOU so that we have all three facets taken care of: the technology mentorship, the business mentorship, and also the intellectual property protection. Once you have all these in place, and once you have a physical infrastructure, which basically is created by the government, now the concept is very, very straightforward. If you have an idea, you should just be able to walk in with the idea and walk out with the product. We will give you enough opportunity to experiment, dabble, and do what you want, and we want to be the startup capital of the country. Because, like I said, I think in today's world, ideas can come from anywhere. If a country like Israel, which is extremely small, and I think 1/100th the size of us in terms of population, they're able to do what they're able to do, there's no reason why India can't do it. Now that the Honorable Prime Minister himself has thrown a challenge at the youth of this country, saying, why don't you experiment? Why don't you come out? Why don't you innovate? I think the time is ripe for Indians and across the world, and Indians in India especially, to come out with outstanding work, come out with their ideas, experiment a bit, dabble in a bit of risk taking, and ensure that India is put right up there on the map when it comes to startups. And there's no better time than now, because India now is one of the largest economies in the world. Opportunities are plenty, challenges are plenty, so the opportunities are obviously there. So, guys, you have to come out with solutions which suit us. A lot of times, in fact, I've heard people come to me, entrepreneurs and established organizations as well. They come to us, make this pitch. We're talking about smart technologies, smart cities, and disruptive technologies, etc. A lot of times we get this pitch that I've come out with this wonderful invention, and I want you to take a look at it and use it if you can. I'll just give you a quick example. There was this organization which came to us. It's a multinational organization, and they came up with this wonderful idea. They have a solution for smart traffic management. So they have come, they've presented, they said, sir, you have in Hyderabad or in your state, you have a traffic flow movement, and it has to be managed because it's getting to be a big challenge by the day. And so if somebody cuts a lane abruptly, I'll be able to give you a trigger. I'll be able to send you an alert to your command and control center. I said, that's fascinating, that's great, but why don't you actually develop a software? Why don't you actually develop a technology which gives me an alert when somebody is coming right at me in a one-way street? That gentleman was confused. He said, why? I said, welcome to India. Why are you clapping? It's a shame. I mean, you shouldn't be clapping. No, see, the point is, a solution which may be acceptable, a solution which may be fantastic for Los Angeles or Barcelona or Boston or some other place, may not be relevant to India. I think the point I'm trying to make is, you have to Indianize your solutions. You have to customize your solutions. There is no ubiquitous solution which there's no one solution which fits all. There's no one solution which basically is panacea. So therefore, my request and my appeal to all of you is, our state's mantra, our state's industrial policies mantra has been innovate, incubate, and incorporate. And today's world, I think that's the new age mantra. We've heard about the manufacturing mantra, I'm sure, when Mr. G.N. Rao was in the US, when Ford Motors and Detroit was the place to be in, and not Boston or Silicon Valley. The mantra then was define, design, and deliver. That was the manufacturing mantra. I think the new age mantra is the III. Innovate, incubate, and incorporate. And I think the youngsters sitting in this room, you have a fabulous opportunity, because governments are now competing with each other. Governments are really falling and bending over backwards to attract the youngsters of this country in wanting to innovate and wanting to support you. So come forward, innovate, incubate, incorporate in Telangana, make things happen. Prime Minister says make in India, I say make in Telangana. And I think for those of you out of towners, I'd request you to come take a look at our T-Hub, which is a wonderful facility that has come up in IIIT Hyderabad. Take a look at it. Like I said, it's only a natural thing that healthcare and eye care, which is Hyderabad's, in fact, one of the strengths is healthcare and IT, and it's a natural convergence of healthcare and IT that we have all these technological breakthroughs coming in. So once again, I'd like to congratulate Dr. G.N. Rao and his entire team for their untiring efforts in building and in taking care of the eye care across our state and across our country. We look forward to forging a longer and a stronger relationship with you, sir, because from what you talked about, the primary care, the secondary care, and the tertiary care, I think there's a great deal of opportunity and a great deal of scope for us to work together. In fact, during the course of this Digital Telangana Week, what we are trying to do also is, we are trying to bring about and find out and identify areas of convergence of information technology with various line departments, and one of which is health. In fact, we are launching a mobile trauma care center day after tomorrow in Mahbub Nagar, which is one of the poorest districts in Telangana. So likewise for eye care, I'm sure with all the innovations, with all the wonderful inventions that are coming through, there are areas where we should work together, and we should also figure out ways on how to find more donors like Mr. Mohan Reddy, and how to expand our vision care centers across the length and breadth of the state. Look forward to working closely with LVPEI, and once again to all the youngsters in the room, keep doing what you're doing, and I hope there will be a few billionaires who will come out of this very city of Hyderabad. Thank you once again.